Hello friends, Baltmatrix here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures Shockwave. This is the third or fourth or maybe even sixth Shockwave figure in the line. As you can see, it is in the traditional Shockwave colors of lilac purple, gray, and the weird pink that has appeared in the new Cyberverse line. Shockwave also sports the Shockwave eye upon Shockwave eye in the head sculpt. The figure has 4 different pegs on its body, one on each lower leg, one on each shoulder, that also work with the siege battle components and also with these pieces that come with some of the Decepticons. Now, one good addition about this one is you can peg it in to his eye, so he could shoot lasers from his eye. The figure also comes with a little blaster component that fits right at the bottom of the blast, and it can fit on his gun arm with no issues. So he can go pew pew, pew pew pew. The figure also comes with this other gun that looks like it's out of the game Halo, or at least should be out of the game Halo, and the blaster also works there as well. Haha! Double pew 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 pew. Megatron's fusion cannon effect also works on either of the weapons, so you can really do dual-wielding cannons. And if we want to get just silly with it, let's add Prime's Matrix Blast onto his eye so he can get triple the blasting action. Shockwave stands just shy over 5 inches to the tip of his antennae. Shockwave's posability starts at his head, which is only on a swivel that does have a tendency to lock into position looking forward. His antennae do move back and forth. Ball joint in the shoulder, swivel at the upper arm, hinge at the elbow. Fists do articulate, but they are very, very hard to articulate. Notice I said fists. More on that in a minute. Side skirt does articulate in and out. Swivel for forward and back. Hinge for in and out. There is a swivel just above the knee. Knees bend over 90 degrees. And there is foot articulation forward and back, side to side. Now, the thing I mentioned about fists, plural. Well, he does have a second arm. Unpeg the cannon out of his hand and move it to the back. And look, Shockwave has 2 hands. Unfortunately, the cannon cannot be pegged in anywhere that I've been able to find other than this spot right here where the gun is stored. However, it doesn't want to sit. You can peg it in like this, but it obviously doesn't stay. So it just kind of flops along his back, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice if you could just peg it into his back or even into his shoulders in any way. Cannon is connected to the backpack via this cable, this clear plastic cable that's actually very tight and stuck in the position that it was packaged in, so we do have to be careful of that. Popping open the backpack, you can remove the connector. You can remove the connector from the bottom of the gun easily as well and just leave this off to the side and then maybe peg it in somewhere up here. Unfortunately. And then you can just put the cannon wherever you want or just have him hold it still, whichever is preferable to you. The other thing you can do that I find interesting is you can peg the gun onto the cannon and then have him hold the cannon like that and do double pew pew. Shockwave's transformation starts with coming to the fists and folding them up, flipping out the spider tank legs, flipping the fists inside the forearms, and then closing them up. So open the forearm, flip out the foot, flip in the fist, and close it up. Next, come to the chest and flip it up and just push it past the face. It will slide and kind of smush against and scrape against the front of the face. Nothing we can really do about that. Come down to the hips, turn them 180 degrees, and then position the legs for crab walking. Fold the arms around 180 degrees and then position them for crab walking. Flip the backpack down along the back of the figure, and then attach the gun or cannon to the peg in the back. And you can then reroute the cannon or the gun bit by just pegging it in and rerouting it. I just leave it off. And here is his crab tank mode. I did forget one little thing when transforming into the crab tank, and I do routinely forget this. These little bits that are on the back fold out and will sort of lock the arms into, or the shoulders into place, and will hold a little bit, or will hold the front of the figure, or the front of the crab mode, in place just a little bit. Unfortunately, there have been no upgrades to the aesthetic of the crab tank mode. I still think that this is a lazy alt mode and is unbefitting of Shockwave. I do understand where the developers or the creators of this entire line came up with the idea. It is sort of reminiscent of the very not traditional tank mode that Shockwave has had over the past couple of years, but I don't think it's implemented well, and it's not a fun transformation. The effect we get is, it's kind of like a cheap scarab from Halo. Again, the Halo comparison. The crab tank does stand significantly taller than the other figures do in alt mode, but that's not really saying much because it's meant to be walking around looking stupid. I have the funny opinion of thinking that this is the best Shockwave figure in the entire line. It's better than the Ultimate, better than the just, it's better than all of them. But I still think the Shockwave design is lacking. I don't like this crab tank mode. The robot mode is fantastic, but the crab tank mode is not my favorite. We will say and leave it at that. Now, I'm looking forward to getting more of these deluxe class Cyberverse Adventures set. There is Hot Rod, Grimlock, RC, and a character named Thunder Howl that nobody seems to know who that is, as that figure or character has not yet appeared in the show. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what he looks like when he shows up. Based on the very, very small picture on the back of all the boxes, my guess is that he has a ground-based mode that might just be a giant monster truck. It looks like he has giant wheels where his shoulders should be. I love the look of this figure in robot mode. I really do. And I think it's a good figure, except the crab tank mode just isn't for me. So folks, let me know what you think. Of the figure down in the comments. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and please be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is out. And please consider following me on Patreon. Icon up there. Link down in the description. And the reason I'm asking is because your financial contribution month is going to enable me to continue to do these reviews after 2020, or after YouTube makes their changes in 2020. Thank you so much for watching this video review. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.